Hey everybody, how you doing? I'm Pastor O, and it's time for an update on the RT Kota. Well, I done changed a lot of things. We done did 14 videos. You can go back and look at those. But you've never seen it drive. So I finally got me a hookup where I could take a video while we driving. So I got to run over here to the parts store, the O'Reilly's or AutoZone. Got to grab me some muffler clamps. I just put a new muffler on my 97 Ram. I had a flow through on there. It's a little bit too loud. And since I'm going to race this, I'm going to street drive this truck, then, there you go. So I don't need to make that one into a race truck too. So I just put me a 2-chamber Flowmaster light on there so it'll flow good. Okay. So anyway, I got to go grab me a couple of muffler clamps, and I figured while I was doing that, I would let you guys take a ride with me. Okay, let's go. There we go. Okay, we have ignition. All right. So let's go. Well, y'all know the rundown, right? You know what I've been doing to it. Took the top end of the motor apart and redid the kegger and cleaned up everything. You can see pictures of the motor everywhere I post stuff. Okay, yeah. That's my airbag button telling me I got airbags. Kind of knew that though, but hey, I ain't gonna fuss at it. Okay, watch out. I'm watching that window. Don't get none of that on you. I ain't getting none of that on y'all, did I? Okay, so yeah, like I said, we headed over here to O'Reilly's in the RT Kota. This will be the first time you got a chance to take a street ride with me. That's the E-Course High School over there that you're looking at. Okay. All right then. Yeah, took the whole motor apart on the top end anyway, because they put that little steel plate up under the plenum and put bolts in it. Like that made any sense at all, but they did it. So I took the steel plate off and got me a Hughes aluminum plate and put a whole lot of bolt sticker on there so it'll never ever come loose again and be sucking oil with a giant vacuum leak. Yeah, that was a real good idea they had on that one. About dumb as a brick. But anyway, fixed all of that, and new wires, painted everything, I even painted the kegger, everything done with high temp paint, Luma coated the headers myself. I didn't feel like paying $245 for them to do it, so I did it, and it was only $27 a can for some VHT, and I bought 2, coated them 4 times. Yeah. So, and it turned out well, real well. But this thing really runs. It's nice and smooth. It's nothing like my 440 Dakota. If I was in the 440 right now, you probably couldn't see anything because you'd be, well, I know that's kind of shaky, but there you go. But you'd be bumping all over the place. Look like Mumble's mouth. Anyway, this is so much better. If I want to go fast, all I have to do is stomp it. And I can go as fast as I want to go. And if I just want to cruise, then I can do that too. Yeah, did y'all see that? I mean, I just pulled out. Didn't accelerate at all. But that's what you get when you ride on the street, right? That don't happen on the drag strip. But the RT Kota is running real nice, electric fan. Never really have to turn it on as long as I'm moving. It's just air cooled like a motorcycle. But yeah, new wires, all new sensors, a ton of new sensors. I still keep getting a check engine light. It keep telling me my catalytic converter ain't working, but I don't care. You know, I'll fix the check engine light with a piece of black tape. There you go. And then it's out. Kind of. All right, what they got going here? Okay, see, that's why I never have gas. All that accelerate, make that gas accelerate up out the tank. But like I say, this is nothing like my Dakota. We would already have burned a quarter tank of gas by now. That thing used to burn a quarter tank of gas in a quarter mile. This thing here is a lot of fun. If I want to, I can light up the tire. See, watch this. Yeah, so I can do that if I want to. And then I can just drive if I want to. I like that. If I did that with my, oh crap, what they got going on up here? Okay, so now we're going to take a little bit longer ride than I thought. Why? Because they have just closed off the road right down the street from where I'm going. But since I live around here, I know where I'm going. So we're going to have to take a little detour, take a little scenic route through one of the cities right next to me called Lincoln Park, Michigan. Okay, then, there we go. Oh, wow. People in front of me must be smoking that dro. Unless my motor smell like weed. I think they up there smoking that dro, because my car just filled up with weed. Well, my truck, anyway. Yeah. Finally found me some rims for this thing. Got me some, working with a lady, my girl at McCormick Racing. She kind of hooked me up on them, and then she tried to throw me a hint that I might just want to order them myself, because if they order them, it's going to cost me a little more. So I went and ordered them myself, and she was right. Got myself a nice deal. They 15 inches instead of the 17s that come on these things. It's got a nice 392 gear in it. And I was watching this guy on YouTube, and he was saying that, you know, Mopars don't use traction bars. They use a pinion snubber, or nowadays just some straight up cow tracks, right? But back in the day, you know, you didn't see a lot of Mopars with, unless they had the slapper, Lakewood slapper bars, you know, guys like them, just because, you know, they go up and down. Never really adjusted them to work right, but anyway, they went up and down, so they liked it. So anyway, this guy put some on the Duster, and he showed why he did it. And what he did was showed how having the traction bars, one side wanted to make the car lift up, made the other tire spin. That's how single traction worked, right? But when he put the yellow Lakewood bars on there, just the universals, both tires actually spun. So that wasn't like something I had to do myself. So I went on and tried it myself, and sure enough, on this very truck, which is a limited slip, I guess that's what they call it. I've always run a spool, okay? But in here, it's without a posi traction unit, both tires spin. And so I thought that was cool. But I imagine if I wanted to go into the 11s or something, then it would have to be cow tracks for sure, because that wouldn't work. His experiment was on hard tires, and that's what I drive on the street all the time, hard tires. So for that reason, I decided that I would go ahead and slap some on here, and sure enough, it worked. Both tires turned on pavement. I mean, not just on dirt, on pavement. So that was real cool, real cool. But I like that 392 gear, and the reason I put the 15-inch tires on it is when you put 17 inches on a 392 gear, you actually turn it into a 350 or something like that. Okay, because of the tallness of the tires eating up the RPM, right? But when you put a 15 inch on it, you get something like a 410 gear. Or, you know, somewhere near there, 406, 8, something like that. That's close enough. So that also gave me an advantage. That's like free horsepower, or at least using up the horsepower you have. Okay? Yeah, this thing keeps reminding me that I have a airbag. I don't know why I think I forget so quick, but apparently it does. So, okay, there we go. Okay. Well, I'm going to pause this and jump off and run into this AutoZone, get me some clamps, and then maybe I'll restart it when we come back out so we can enjoy the ride. Hold on for a minute. Okay, we are back. Got a couple of things I need. I still need one more 2 1/4 inch clamp. So I'm going to have to go down here to the store I told you about in the first place, O'Reilly's. Okay, and grab me another 2 1/4 inch clamp, and I'll be able to finish the work I was doing. Okay. Yeah. Hey, I want to shout out the Old Man's Garage, SRC Racing, Gen 2. Yeah, you should check them out. Really nice YouTube sites. Like I tell him all the time, dude, you're the best television that's not on television. Yeah, YouTube television. Best television not on television. Okay, but yeah, they're real sweet. They hook you up with a lot of information. You know, I don't run no Chevy, even though I love them. I just somehow ended up racing Mopars all the time. 440s and, you know, stuff like that. Well, 440s, period. And had a 69 GTX. I ran 1250s with it. The fastest I ever went in it was with some of my brother's experimental heads, some 214s, some 214 181s, and went 1197. Didn't have a roll cage at that time. I don't think you can go faster than 12 flat without a cage. So they told me I had to get a cage, so I switched cars. Got a 70 Kota. It was like a back half, front half kind of deal. Only drag strip car. The guy who had it ran 990s with it. I only wanted to run 12 flat with it. Had some big old giant 1432 slicks on it. Thing rode like a Cadillac. I mean, you going down the track, it was like, you know, it wasn't even on. It's like it was going real slow. But when I got to the end, my breakout speed was worse. My class was sportsman, so 12 flat was as fast as you could go. The Kota, the first time I had it out, went 1185. I'm like, well, yeah, that's going to be a whole lot of fun. Trying, you know what I mean? Trying to navigate that. And so, yeah, if you ever been a bracket racer, you know 1180s is a whole lot, a pretty good distance from 12 flat. So you have to cut good lights all the time. Because I ran at the top of the class, you could only go 12 flat, and there was only a few of us that was running 12 flat. So you're always chasing somebody. Okay, the only time I got chased is when I would just run a Saturday class called Straight Up No Box. Then I could run somebody running 9s like I did. And then you can, you know, you can go 1180s. But in my class, you can only go as fast as, you know, 12 flat. And so I learned how to do it. I learned how to cut a good light and race the whole. In bracket racing, you race the entire track. You don't race just to go as fast as you can. You race to go as fast as you can and not break out. That's the whole thing with that. Okay. But as you can see, I have pulled up here to O'Reilly's, and I'm about to go in here, so I'm gonna pause this again, and we'll be back. Well, we had no such luck. There you go. No such luck for a 2 1/4 inch muffler clamp, baby clamps. You know, real clamps is 2 1/2 and 3 inch. But baby clamps, I guess they use so many of them, everybody get them. But you know, and the places got to go. I think I can get by without it. But yeah, when I first got this truck, I mean, really, it had some eBay chrome headers on it and no exhaust at all. No O2 sensors working, period. No exhaust after the header, period. And the front end, when I took it for a ride, I was like, wow, this guy must be a genius, because somehow he figured out how to use spaghetti for the steering system, for the rack and pinion. It was held together by spaghetti or something. I mean, it just felt raggedy. So put all new upper and lower ball joints, stabilizer links, whole new rack and pinion, 2 new inner tie rods, outer tie rods was good. Did my own wheel alignment. I used to do them back in the 80s on the old Hunter machine. I don't know if you've never done a wheel alignments, you probably don't remember the Hunter, but it was a big old giant machine, and it's so different today. But anyway, I did the wheel alignment myself. It wasn't nothing but a toe adjustment, and turned out pretty good. I hope that's not shaking y'all up too much. Be seasickness, you'd be like, oh, I feel like throwing up. No, but yeah, so I did the wheel alignment, and you know, it run real well. Don't pull one way or the other. Didn't have to mess with the caster or the camber because I didn't move that. I didn't touch that. So and new inner tie rods is what it really needed, because they were like spaghetti, you know. So changed all of that, then put 2 1/2 inch dual exhaust on it, true duals, not fake duals. Dual from the header all the way to the muffler. It's 2 in and 2 out. It's like a Flowmaster, but it's got a cross. It crosses inside the muffler, so it's a secret kind of cross pipe. Okay, you know what that does? Helps the motor scavenge better, give you better, you know, speed, more power to you, more power. Yeah, it's like that. So yeah, that worked out real well. But you know, this will be you get a chance to see after all the other videos of me working on it, starting it up, revving it up, you know, all that vroom vroom stuff, you know. Now you get a chance to see that it actually drives, and it's very peppy. It will light them tires up. Okay, so I know that motor is working. And these motors are trip, man. You can have 250,000 miles on it. Like my 97 got 240,000 miles on it. And that thing is run like a top. I mean, you know, don't burn no excessive amounts of gas. Runs just like a top, I'm telling you. So, you know, this one, I think it's got 212,000 miles on it. And with it all freshened up, I freshened up the top end, so it likes that. But what I like about this truck is I can cruise it. It's got a dashboard. I've never had a race car with a dashboard in it. Got heat. Yeah, I've never had a race car with heat in it. That's because you eliminate all that stuff. That's useless weight, parasitic horsepower killer. That's what it is. So you get rid of all of that. But in here, it's actually got a heated core, blower motor, and the heat is on right now. So there you go. Yeah. I got to get this little crazy looking interior together, you know. Somebody was really tripping. Yeah, this is my little city here, Ecorse. This is where I live. system. But, you know, as generations go, you know what I'm saying? As generations go, things change, the culture changes, and people change. And, oh, I love it. Yes, he's just touching that boy. Take off. I love it. If you're wondering what that line is, it's a crack in my windshield. I guess they didn't see fit to fix that. So, there you go. Well, we made it there, and we made it back. And to me, that is what you call a good day. Okay, good people. If I can get out of this seat belt and turn my cruise off that I just turned on. There you go. Yeah. See, that used to be all I did, right? And you'd be like, oh, Pastor, that's so cool. But now we can actually drive this baby. You know, it's got a nice idle right at about 600 RPM, where it should be. You know, my 440 idled at 1,000 RPM. And that's, you know, so that's a huge difference. But I can have fun with this, and I can actually drive and get my wife to sit in it and not say, why you going so fast? Because my other one sounded like I was always going 100 miles an hour, but it wasn't. So anyway, I appreciate y'all hanging out. Appreciate you watching all the videos. Like and subscribe. Yeah, like and subscribe. And the other stuff other people say that you should do that too. Yeah, do some of that too. Like and subscribe, and some of that stuff that they say you should do. Really appreciate it. If you enjoyed the video or you got any questions on the build, it's what, about 15 videos on this build, and I'm not through yet. Got some more work coming up next year. Really gonna do some stuff next year. So anyway, like and subscribe. Got any questions? You know, even if you got Bible questions, because I'm a real preacher. I'm not a, you know, that guy. I'm a real preacher. Okay, so if you got any Bible questions, something you wanted to ask the Lord, but didn't know how to ask him, or what's more, you don't know how to hear from him, well, I can hear from him real well. I've been hearing from him since, ooh, this thing is loud. I've been hearing from him since 1975. So, if there's a question you want to ask the Lord and you feel like you can't hear the answer, but you can ask the question, I hear answers. So, just ask me in the comments, or go to my Pastor the Word for the Day page, and amen, and listen to some of those videos. Send me some questions, okay? God bless you. God keep you. This is the RT Kota build. Well, some people might want to look at the RT Kota. Yeah, see the RT Kota. That's the RT Kota. I guess I should back up so you can see the RT Kota. Oh yeah, you know why I call it RT Kota? RT Kota. RT Kota. It's the RT Kota. You know, now when I got this truck, it had a bunch of stickers on it. And I can't even say this because I'm a pastor. I don't even know. I'm got to get that off of there, though. You know, I don't even agree with that. Okay. Just for a quick look. Yeah, I'm not 12 either. As you can tell, all the grunting and the groaning. I'm not 12. No, I'm a bit older than 12. But give you another look at the motor. Yeah, when I got this thing, you have to look at the picture. Yeah, the battery I moved to the trunk with the battery sensor. Yes, it has a battery sensor that tells it if the battery is hot or cold and whether it should, send a charge or not. So I had to hook all that up. But I did all the work on this myself, every nut and bolt. Did the fan myself, same thing as on my 97 Ram. The clutch fan delete, had to take out the air conditioner. Well, the person I bought it from took it out. I just modified this. So this wouldn't be covered right here. Like on a lot of them, you have to take all that off just to get to that. I don't. Okay, that's an old drag racer's trick. Make it easy. Because if it break at the track, you don't want to be pulling the whole thing apart. You want to just get to that part as easy as quick as possible. Yep, new alternator. As you can see, the kegger is super clean. Valve covers look brand new. Had scraped them down, painted them with high temp paint. So that's it. I still don't know what's going on with that purge valve. Okay, but it's my 97 kept throwing the purge valve code over and over and over until I finally sucked it out and got all the little charcoal bits out of it, and it stopped doing that. This thing, all of it's not even here, and it's not coding. So I shouldn't have said that, right? Because now it's going to do it. But anyway, that's the RT Kota. That's the update. I'm Pastor O. If you forgot, you liked this video so long I forgot who I was listening to. Well, I'm Pastor O. And, okay, if you ever been to church, you know preachers closed. They say, I'm finna close, right? But then they don't. They keep going because they have another thought. Well, anyway, now I'm getting ready to show you what I was doing here. I used to work in a muffler shop. So I got under here and I cut this 2.5 pipe here so it could fit my new muffler here. This little 2-chamber Flowmaster made by, they called it Flow Shine. I don't know. Anyway, I had a flow through on here because I was going to race this truck, but you know, that didn't work out. So anyway, I ordered me a muffler from Amazon. You know, everybody order everything from Amazon. Okay, I ordered from Amazon, Jig, Summit, a lot of AutoZone stuff, little stuff, not big stuff, little stuff. Okay, so this is what I've been doing out here today, clowning around with this. So this is where I need the clamps. This is a 1/2 inch here. The connection is, you can't see it, but this is connected, right? I had to put a clamp here, got to put a clamp here, and I need to put a clamp here. But I don't have a clamp for here. But as you can see, the system is in with no clamps, and it's working. Okay, it's nice and stiff and hugging and ain't touching nothing. Like I say, I worked at Muffler Man for years, and then I worked at Wearmaster for some years, and so I'm pretty good at exhaust. Okay, I don't like it, but I'm good at it. Okay, so that's what I'm doing today. I'm gonna go ahead and throw them clamps on there. You wanna watch me do that? That's real exciting. Watch me put some clamps on the pipe. I ain't gonna put you through that. So anyway, I'm Pastor O. This is what I had on here. Can you believe that? That's the kind of stuff you run at the drag strip when they say you gotta have a muffler. So you get you something like this, 1 chamber, pretty much a flow through. Okay, and I had the 2 on here because I had dual exhaust on that, which did not work out well. So anyway, again, through for the day. Getting ready to put these little clamps on here. Call it a day. God bless you. God keep you. Okay? I told you I say stuff like that. I'm a real pastor. If you got questions, put them in the comment section. Pastor O out.